Hello, I'm gonna read out loud this fan fiction that my friend wrote for me and our other friend. I'm gonna read it out loud, and so you can see my expression. I already read it before, and it was very interesting. Well, let's begin, shall we? It was a cloudy Friday in mid-February. Valentina was full he wanted to get out and for once. After all, her childhood years of having a strict, overprotective mother at the age of 22. She was finally free. She had tried going to in college but dropping out after not having the motivation. She had thought it was, and she had thought it was is for her. But she decided that she would look for something else that caught her eye eventually, Her mom had reluctantly given Valentina some starting money. She rented a small apartment near Miami Beach, Florida. After moving all of her things from her mom's house, she went to her bedroom, flopped on her bed with a sigh. She reached over and turned on the air conditioning unit and started to think about later that night. She was planning on actually having fun tonight. Where am I? So she phoned her three friends, Sophia L, Sophia P, and Mary Ann. They all decided on going to a local bar for the evening. Shane Fitzsimmons was doing what an average 21-year-old would be doing on Friday, getting out of his afternoon classes for computer gaming and phoning his friends Daniel and Lauren to meet up and head to the bar and meet some girls. As a kid, always being in trouble for no reason has built him to be really headstrong and intelligent. So obviously he didn't go for sluts or any random girl he meets. He wanted to go out and find a real girl, someone he trusts with secrets. What?
I have to get the dirty.
Okay, you can do that later. Sorry, that was my brother. Someone he can trust with secrets and actually have fun with. He knew it was unlikely he could find one in a Miami bar, but he just sort of felt like he might meet somebody. Valentina was getting ready at 6 p.m. And was trying to find in a nice yet comfortable outfit to go out with. She found a gray tank top that was lower in the back and a white cardigan, I don't know, and some dark indigo, I don't know, leggings with black flats. She went over to the mirror, put in her contacts, and applied a bit of dark purple eyeliner and mascara. Then she brushed and styled her simple, windswept, chocolate brown page boy hair. She decided that it was ready to go and got her handbag and texted her friends to meet her at Tom's Bar and Grill as soon as possible. When Shane got home, it was about 5:30 p.m. and he thought he should get ready. He wanted extra time to find someone new. He picked out a long sleeve button down and fade dark blue plaid shirt and black skinny jeans. He wore gray Vans and quickly tousled his hair and headed out the door, calling Daniel to make sure they were also on their way to Tom's Bar and Grill. One second, I need to check how much it's been recording. Okay. Valentina hopped into Sophia L's car and saw that she already picked up Mary and Sophia Pete. They were all excited to see each other again, and on the way to the bar, they sung along to the old Selena Gomez songs and just enjoyed each other's company. Shane took a taxi to the car and met up with Daniel and Lauren by the front. Shane was skimming in the outside of the bar and saw a really cute girl walking. He admired the way she walked through the entrance with her 3 friends who looked good, but she looked better. Daniel saw Shane checking out someone, so he turned and explained, "And do you see anything you like?" "Yeah, I do, actually," he replied. Valentina walks through the bar entrance, sensing the familiar average Miami bar, the scent of alcohol, the random shouts of drunks and excited girls, the dim lighting of the background music playing so low you can barely recognize the songs she's playing. As an average female, she scanned the room for any attractive guy. Each found some, but they all looked like douchebags or were drunk. So she just stayed put where she was with her friends and hoped that someone nice would come along. Shane and his friends entered the bar, not long after Valentina did. Shane couldn't keep his eyes off Valentina. He longed to know her name, and she was just so interesting. Interesting just felt wrong. He kept waiting for a chance to walk up to her, but her friends kept surrounding her or making her laugh, distracted her. It almost seemed he actually was jealous. He was actually jealous of her friends being able to speak to her, having attention after she saw that her friends and somewhat cleared the way. He worked up the courage, showed over to her. After a while, Valentina retired her search for a bit and focused on her friends, and who were making jokes and being great as usual as they were. It was almost that they hadn't been separated for months. Valentina froze as she saw an actually attractive boy walking over to her. "Oh, he's got to be walking over here for someone else. Why would someone so good looking want to talk to me?" she wondered. But he indeed walking over to her and making a strong eye contact. When he finally reached her, he blurted out, "Hey, do you want to go out for some time, maybe talk, because you seem really cool?" And yeah, there's no space other than that. She was blushing, and he obviously seemed really sweet. And Valentina slowly smiled down shyly and giggled. "I'm sure," she replied. Shane took her hand, guided her out to the front. She looked back at her friends who were giving her thumbs up that felt that she was floating on the air. She's floating on air on the way outside. One second, I'm going to check the time again. Okay. We got about 7 minutes. Then I'll have to continue in another video. Okay. They sat down on the beach about 20 feet from the bar entrance. They sat there a bit awkwardly for 2 minutes, and Shane made his move. It cleared his throat and Charlie mumbled, "What's your name?" "I'm Valentina," she replied. "A pretty name for a really pretty girl." And he laughed. Valentina replied,